Welcome to the new MARIK Workshop. This segment of the WBPL 76 is brought to you by the Night Owl Association, along with the Bear Digs Company and viewers like you. Why are you here?
Hello again, chat. Have some corn.
You just open it up and you rub it all over your tongue.
Ooh, woo.
Why are you here?
Sphincterotomy?
I just hit myself in the balls with an iPhone. Somebody quote that.
What could possibly go wrong?
Free Corn Thursday.
Like, so, wow, your organs are all fuck-shaped. What if we just stab it a little bit?
That unholy abomination of Yuletide terror.
Yo, my name is Exhibit, and today we're gonna go ahead and pimp my Mac.
I would so download Pete.
Stop fucking the magnets.
I'm not fucking the magnets. You're fucking the magnets.
The fuck is Free Corn Thursday? They say that in life only two things are certain, but I've forgotten one of them, and the other one probably wasn't important. But deep down, we all know if you stab a vampire with another vampire, one of them is going to die. Not necessarily due to any particular interaction between them, but it's the singular fundamental nature of narrative causality. For such an event to happen, you have to have someone writing it into being, and for someone to write it into being, they have to want something dramatic. So we're simply playing the odds and saying that structurally, and as a matter of combat law, vampires can be, in most circumstances, no longer considered as humans, but as ambulatory corn dogs of murder. And if we're going to elaborate from there, well, then we must contemplate the nature of the hot dog itself. For what is the late-night run to 7-Eleven but a brief foray into might-be cannibalism? It is, after all, the strange meat of our post-apocalyptic world, so why should we be surprised at any of the content? Was it not one store long ago that first said, well, this meat kind of sucks, but if I make it dick-shaped in the dick-shaped machine, we can sell more of it to people by putting it into a bun and telling them it's normal. That's how Oscar Mayer was made. How are you? Welcome to the new MARIK Workshop. I'm Squick, and this has been concerning.
No one
I'm
told him I
Warlax.
also write for a living.
I'm Warlax and Sailor Moon Moon.
I legitimately about spat my beer at the murder corn dog piece. God damn.
Yeah, so for those of you watching at home, you don't really get to see how this happens, where Squick just like mouth diarrheas out insanity for 2 minutes at a time at the beginning of every show, but I usually give him some kind of prompt of random shit off the top of my head. And
Squick is just ChatGPT. Have we not realized this yet?
I don't think ChatGPT is this broken. He might be Gemini.
Oh God, what was the storytelling one that was like? Yes, I understood some of that sentence. Now here's something else because I want to write about the spaceman who blew up the moon 5 times before getting hammered.
No,
It's like this was supposed to be a report about a car.
I don't know that one. So, like Squick said, he's here. Warlex, as he said, he's here. I'm here. I'm Parallax. And then there's these two.
Hello, I'm Squick of Black Pants Legion. This is Threat.
Okay, who else?
Hi.
Hello, I am
Lady Red,
Warlax of
apparently.
Black Pants. I am Warlax of Black Pants Legion. This is Promise.
Lady Red of the Black Pants Legion. Nominally, this is Threat.
I am Aiden, also of the Black Pants Legion, and the brain cell has vacated the premises.
It's true.
Chad is holding it hostage. Pizza is required.
Correct.
Okay, Mo, no. No, you're wrong, and I can prove it. The convection oven is the electric kettle of America. It does something slightly better. In a much worse way. Slower.
No.
So, like, electric kettle your Hot Pockets.
Red is a tea drinker. How do you
that
feel
is
about
one
that?
hell of an action statement.
I feel like Squick needs to stop hanging out with ducks and getting toaster ideas from him.
Look, the man is a toaster wizard. Well, the duck is a toaster wizard, but he has, like, a driver's license that he stole from a dude using bird crime, which is legal.
Yeah, as it turns out, Mad Ducks, well, the game Untitled Goose Game is actually biographical about ducks.
It's funny you should mention that because chat has decided that this week I will be drawing Mad Ducks as Godzilla in the style of Untitled Goose Game.
This all makes
Oh,
perfect
nice. So you're just
sense.
gonna, like, do a picture of him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh?
basically.
Cool. Self-portrait time.
Well, it's not self-portrait. And
anything's if we accept the premise of the selfie, then is not like giving an artist a boatload of money in the 13th century to paint like your face as the king of Shittown on the side of a big building basically a selfie for rich people?
Well, yeah, because filters do the exact same thing as the artistic license that 13th century painters did. So, yes.
Exactly. I need a 13th century wall face.
is that why all selfies of people under the age of 12 look like strangely like small adults instead of children?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, what
And
the fuck
it's
was up with
very
cats?
disturbing. I
Cat?
refuse to even
Cats.
comment on that.
So, people sent us stuff this week. Also, I have stuff
Nice.
left over from last week because I was smart and I saved some things. So, this was from BizMonkey, and you can tell because it has a label on it.
Ah. I do
His
like the
monkey
label.
and his labels.
Yes, and he did make Iron Man Horned Owl.
Oh, it's like the ISO 9000 compliant fisterator.
Yeah. Assume the position.
I think they can help
Fisto,
with that.
no.
That's like
Please
you are
assume the
experiencing one
position.
yoga.
Viewer Colin sent us this. His comment on this was, this is a mini that I painted that I got from Hobby Store, and maybe it looks the same as every other one of these that's ever been painted as generic Swordman, but I painted it. That's
That
what
is
I'm
not-
here for.
That is not generic Swordman. That is dude who is 4,000% done with the person in front of them at the supermarket checkout who has 37 items in the 5 items or less line, and he's just trying to check out with a sword.
This is my massive sword man. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
I've just
See, all I can see is the cone head.
well, I mean, yeah, he's clearly a member of the Custodes.
Well, that's so you can like smuggle a snacking pair into battle. So if you want to snack halfway through, you just take your hat off.
Oh, is that kind of like the heavy armor with the face shield in Helldivers?
Oh yeah, with the snack bag.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did Mad Ducks just pull a I have been falling for X number of minutes?
Probably. Honestly, I assume he just walks through a series of portals and arrives in chat.
Yeah. Okay. And then this happened. Digi sent us this, and it's just, like it's just fucking glorious. I don't like Red. This is your fault, but it's also Digi's fault.
Nothing is ever my fault. This is Digi's fault and Chat's fault. I did none of this. I merely facilitated it.
So
Everybody else paid me goob. It's not my fault.
So is Squick going to get a copy of his own card?
Probably.
The future may hold many things, but I'm just absolutely delighted that this exists in any way. It's great. It's wonderful.
Also, you're a 4/3 creature.
That is
he's an imp.
Concerning for a number of reasons, not the least of which being musical instrument. Because
I have no context for Magic, having never played it. I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to go back to the concept that, man, Howls is just going for the gold is one way of describing what I'm seeing here.
Animal drum.
The whole concept was drum rage.
It is very good. On the other hand, due to what I can only describe as delightfully unfortunate cropping, it's just, I scream at ass.
I also like looking at the Howls card going for the gold. It's Jolene the Plunder Queen.
Oh, God.
You know, now that I've heard you say shout angry at ass, all I can think of now is what is a squick fart like?
Look,
no,
don't worry about it.
Too late. What is a squick fart like? Because clearly Howls is not happy about it.
Look, it depends.
That's a lot of cards.
It is a lot of cards. Also, here's Diggs.
Diggs.
Yeah,
Diggs.
By the way,
wait, shit! I have a button. Things updated. It might be broken.
He makes other animals into bears.
It's true.
Wow.
This actually is a card, though. Like the Bear King. This is totally a thing.
Yep.
So Ed Goss said he saw an error that Squick is not an artifact creature.
Look, don't worry about it.
It's nebulous at best.
Legendary bear.
Legendary bear.
This is the voice of God.
Also, as it turns out, God, a bear. Who knew?
Hold on. This is the voice of God, Sailor Moon.
In the name of the goddamn moon.
In the name of the goddamn traffic laws, use your fucking turn signal.
That too.
Do I need to pass over the Sailor Moon art to you, Parallax?
Yes, you do. I think I might already have.
I already sent
You already
it
did
to
it?
him.
Okay, cool.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, for Christ's sake. I'm sorry. I just got sent something by Mo, and I have to show this off real quick. Red, this is also your fault.
Oh,
Never my
no.
fault. Chat's fault.
No.
Oh,
No, I
no.
think you're owning this one.
Hey, it's a shirt.
Fantastic.
It's a shirt now.
Awesome.
Shirt now. It's a shirt
That's
now.
really cool.
Also, Mo sent us in these 3 avatars, and I'm not sure what that 4th mech is, but I like his little stage, and I'm going to have to make one.
Very cool.
Not enough
3 avatars
speaker.
and Firelord.
Yeah. I don't know if you're right or not, but we're going to go with it.
Ooh.
Also, this was some of the other stuff from last week that I filed away to keep things going here. This is another Tau something or other that appears to be surrounded by seashells and cornflakes.
Meh.
Is that a gun or a sword? Or
It's a gun.
Sword?
It's
a gun.
It's Tau. It can't possibly be a sword.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Unless it's Farsight, but it's not Farsight.
Okay.
That's the giant storm surge, apparently with cool shield generation effects.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This
but
is
wait,
not
mechanically,
Storm
why
Surge.
doesn't it have shields? Well, as you can clearly see, the shields done got blowed up.
This is a crisis suit. I know that this is an XV8. I think.
No, it is not.
Okay, I suck.
Only on weekends.
That appears to be one of the commander variants. I can't see the back enough to be able to tell whether or not that is an enforcer or a cold star.
Okay.
Baba Yaga battle suit.
You know, all I can say is it looks like a crisis suit. They just put the missile pod on the side of the little backpack shouldery thing, except but can that suit run crisis?
Then viewer No Name sent us a few more things that these were some things he showed off from last week.
I know that is. I know the airplane of which that is. However, hear me out before we go any farther. It totally looks, and I do not know why or how, but like a very poorly sketched Dr. Robotnik A posing.
Damn it, Squick. Damn it, Squick.
It does.
It has a similarity factor of 7.
And it flies just as well.
It does.
Oh no!
Like a bird, of course.
Yeah, that
you know,
is...
Dr. Christmas was the only man that could build any kind of flying machine.
God, why do we not have a Dr. Christmas cartoon?
Dr. Robotnik can make flying machines. I'm just gonna say it right fucking now.
What?
Maybe Dr. Christmas
no.
and Dr. Robotnik are the same.
No. Hold the fuck up. Dr. Robotnik makes machines that happen to fly.
Yes, which makes them consequentially flying machines. They are machines. They are flying. Therefore, they are flying machines. Oh my
If
god.
I happen to pick up a rock from the garden and hurl it through the sky, that is not a flying rock. That is a rock that happens to be very briefly slightly loosened from the shackles of gravity.
That's because the rock is not able to leave
Export
the shackles of gravity by its own power.
Oh my god, what? Someone made the Exporto in...
But then what
no.
philosophically is the difference between a garden stone and a stick of dynamite?
What?
I mean, if dynamite goes off, it's suddenly in a great number of directions, and most of those directions statistically are going to be up.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome this evening to NPR's rendition of Squick talking about explosives.
No, it's
what you have
simple,
just heard.
Fundamental question of physics. Is dynamite a flying rock?
No, it is not, because dynamite is it's a stick containing spicy material that disappears. And
then
makes
you
loud
agree
noise.
that Robotnik does not create flying machines. He makes machines that happen to fly. For much like the dynamite, they do not continue in the air.
Yes, they do. They are capable of maintaining airborne capacity
In a world
continuously under
free
their
of
own
entropy,
power.
yes, but he lives in a world where entropy is defined by the protagonist.
Yes,
Squick,
he's got a
Squick, if I
angry
can.
fucking garden mammal that decides it doesn't like him.
All right,
Hi,
I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna interrupt momentarily to remind Squick that Boeing also cannot produce flying machines because they fall out of the sky.
I agree with you. They make machines that fly. The only flying machine we have is the Voyager spacecraft, and that's because we're bad at landing.
Sasquatch. Actually, I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking Thunderclaps Asquatch.
I hate it.
Thunderclaps Asquatch. Send us an orc.
Asquatch. Okay.
Thunderclap Asquatch.
Orc squanchin'.
Squick, Robotnik eggs have a hover speed, so they fly.
Okay, so if I lift up and hold a stick of dynamite sideways, that too must be a Robotnik egg.
No, it does not, because it is still, by means of your physical presence, secondarily connected to the ground. It is not
as opposed
airborne.
to via oxygen.
It's a difference of state of matter, gas versus solid.
So if we were to then replace oxygen with granite.
I don't even know what the fuck to do with this at this point.
It
so
would
here
make
we are.
for a very difficult time.
Actually,
moving
no, let's
around
go the
or
other way.
breathing.
Are
Breathing
you
would be
saying
hard.
that a Zeppelin is a submarine?
Anything can be a submarine once.
No, I dispute this. Cotton candy.
It can very briefly.
So, hang on. No.
How fast do you have to have a thing of
Squick,
cotton candy?
Hold on, Squick.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm going to turn that back around on you, going back to the dynamite, because if the cotton candy cannot be a submarine, the dynamite cannot be a flying machine. Because
But the cotton candy sublimates instantaneously through no act of its own, while the dynamite requires an exterior force to initiate the reaction. Dynamite does not detonate by virtue of existence within its chosen environment, unless.
How high are we dropping the dynamite from?
Okay,
Because
that's
if
a
you
fair
drop it
question.
from a height, then the problem could resolve itself.
Wait, what's the terminal velocity of dynamite?
God
That's a
damn,
good
this is the
question.
greatest NPR debate I think I have actually heard.
Yeah, if we got Red Bull Parachute from Space Guy to just start hucking dynamite out the side of his crazy man lift pod, would it blow up before it hit the Earth?
I mean, I'm just going to point out this NPR debate is with one guy with his arms tied behind his proverbial back. Squick has the brain cell advantage here. He has 3 to my 1.
Yeah, but
You don't
mine are
even
like
have the
dumb as
one,
hell.
Jack stole it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even have the 1 anymore.
Hey,
Wait, no, you have chat on
what's
your
this?
side, so I have an insurmountable advantage.
Parallax, I am allowing this to continue until they finally tire themselves
No, this
out.
is all part of Squick's insidious plot for me to not paint tonight.
Bold of you to assume I have a plan. That just kind of works itself out on its own.
While they're doing this, I'm sat here doing commission work.
Wait, that's fucking illegal. You can't be productive.
What commission are you working on?
I am working on a Space Station 14 piece for Okia.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Which piece?
Warlax, Vectron wants to know if y'all do
Unfortunately,
clicky
I
pens.
don't yet. We do not offer clicky pens as of yet.
What if you take
we
some
do
rubber
not have
bands
the
and just slap a
tooling
mouse
in
on
order
it?
yet to do that. We do offer both the slim lines, like what you're seeing here, and what you will see, I am assuming, a little bit later in the stream, which is fountain pens.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to say, you say that's a slimline, but it's got a very bulbous front portion. Slim and bulbous do not align in my brain.
We don't body shame on this
Wait,
stream.
like the Pokemon?
Yes, bulbous pen.
Yeah,
the mentally deficient cousin to Bulbasaur.
Look, all of them are mentally deficient. They fight
You're
on
not.
my side and against me. They get in my balls and I throw them at people. That is not the
yes.
sign of people who have thought through their life plans.
I really hope
Yes.
Grimo's
Very
quotes just the
Reddit,
second
and I
half
like
of that
it.
sentence.
Monsters, they're stored in his balls.
God, okay, imagine Pokemon, but if instead of translating as pocket monsters, it was just monsters' balls.
Ball monster.
Is Ball Monster or Monster Balls worse? I don't know. One of them
Ball
would be an energy drink, but round.
Dude, this one's
Ball
all...
monsters.
Look how
Ball
curvy
monster
this
sounds
one
like
is.
it's. Oh,
That is a really nice
Oh,
pen.
I actually really like that one. That is matted maple. It takes that much light in order to get it to sparkle like that. But if you're walking around outside with that like pinned to your shirt or something like that, yes, it's going to be nice and gleamy.
So it's not only it's fancy and also ridged for their pleasure. Excellent.
Yes.
Sure.
Also, Ball Monsters makes me think of Clerks 2 with Pillow Pants the Heiny Troll, and now that is a thing that is in my head, and I'm
Also, I'm going to refute your statement about slimline and bulbous. These are still all less than 3/4 of an inch. So
that's tragic. I'm sorry for
They
you.
all... Hey, that's a very normal size.
Can I get a 14-inch wide, like, loaf of tree?
Yes, it's called a limb.
I have 4 of those.
Yes, you do.
Or more.
The appropriate human amount.
Yes, whatever the octopus creatures have. Probably less than that.
Dencon Zenith estimates with the maths that a stick of dynamite's terminal velocity is about 234.8179 kilometers per hour, or roughly 146 miles per hour.
Okay, so if you just wing that as hard as you can at the planet.
What happened to the dark colored one that I sent you that was already purchased that I wish to talk about as well?
We
don't talk about that yet.
know why that one. Oh, somehow it got moved to the end of the slides because it had
gotcha.
a different
No problem.
name. Okay.
Because it didn't come from my camera, it came from my dad's cell phone camera.
Now, Red has to talk about this one because I don't know anything about this one.
Oh, you've got to picture this. I made an emote for Whirlin, which is currently live in Twitch chat, and as a thank you / payment, I was very kindly made an absolutely gorgeous necklace that was sent to me that is definitely more valuable than the art that I did.
So first, stop undervaluing your art. It's really cool. Secondly, that is really cool.
It's a
But
beautiful necklace.
here's the problem.
I hate you,
I
Squeak.
never stopped being 6 years old, and my brain is telling me each one of those is delicious candy.
They do kind of look like delicious candy, but some of them are incredibly pretty because they've got like cherry blossom branches across them.
Why are you
can't see
now
at that
broadcasting
resolution.
through the time void? This is bizarre.
That's probably my fault.
Yeah, I was going to say Aiden's fault.
I believe it.
It gives you tremendous and concerning presence.
We happen to be in the same room, separated by approximately 6 feet of oxygen, not granite.
That's amazing.
Oxygen.
I only have 2 of them.
I
Indeed.
know
Well,
how
hey, you know
to
what?
break up the noise. You guys need to
Hang
get some
on.
dogs between you.
Indeed. Also, quick, if you have 2 feet, that means you have statistically above average the number of feet for a human. You might want to look into
We
that.
all know Squick is
Also,
human.
Squick.
He's 3 dragons and a trench coat.
Also, Square.
Kobolds.
Maze Hughes states that Lady Red is British, therefore she can do that.
Don't
What,
give away
just-
all my secrets.
By locating within the time stream?
Yeah, she could
Yes!
also colonize the fuck out of stuff.
Listen, all she requires.
I'm a Time Lord. I'm a druid.
Also,
Yeah,
a
But
dog.
can you boil a
all
hot
she-
pocket in the kettle?
All she requires.
Probably.
All that she requires is a blue police box. We're done.
Also, I'm going to add one additional tag. She is also a Disney princess.
Oh God, yes.
I will
Yes.
Look at my
fight you.
crimes.
She
Why,
has.
Squid? Because you also are a Disney
I am the
princess?
prettiest goddamn princess.
You are welcome to it. I do not want to be a Disney princess. It just keeps happening.
Squick,
Nice. Get me my princess and chainsaw.
Have you ever nursed a baby deer under your arm? From the
Not
palm
that
of your
anyone
hand?
can prove.
Excellent.
That sounds adorable.
But this is a mech that
it
I made
was.
last week.
Nice.
Oh
This-
yeah,
this-
there's mechs on screen.
There is. This is the Raijin. This one's already up on the Colts page.
Para, I have an important question.
I have an important answer.
You know how computer makey make machine do the zip zorp zoop?
It's doing it right now.
Cool. Give it ice skates.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Also, Squick, you were just quoted as saying I am the prettiest goddamn princess.
This
And
is
then
not
somebody
surprising.
else wants this to be a fucking moon quote. Oh
I
no!
have added it to the moon quote list.
So
You
that
can't
means if-
moon my face quote. I'm the pretty princess.
Yes, but what if Sailor Goddamn Moon is saying that in Chippy's voice? Simple as.
Yeah, okay, sold. Parrot,
Oh,
go
yeah,
back
I'm
so
the
we can
prettiest
talk like really
princess.
cool things about the robot you made, not just strap knives to its feet.
Oh, don't
because
worry,
it
there's
was
another
genuinely really nice.
There's another one.
Okay, there may be 2, but we haven't said enough good things about this one yet, because it's really cool, and you have done good work, and that's a really nice curve along the top with the access panels, or the missile panels, or the backpack panels. I don't know what the panels are
call
for.
it
Maybe it's
visual
solar.
texture.
I do not rub it on my eyeballs.
Can I state that in this pose, it just reminds me of a boomerang that in the center has been bulboustified.
Yeah.
Bulboustified?
Yeah, that's like the evolved form of, like, Testicle-saurus, or whatever the fuck we were talking
Yeah,
about.
The monster in the balls. That, you know.
Yeah, the balls monster Testulomicon.
Monsters are stored in the balls.
Yeah.
That's the game.
Yes.
It is.
Ball monster.
The Ameris Civil War on ice.
So, because
it sounds like we're
apparently,
causing him harm.
at some point in the arguably not so distant future, the Mercenaries Kickstarter is supposed to ship if Quartermaster Logistics can get their shit together, which is starting to look doubtful. But I'm starting to think they're not going to make their June deadline, but we'll see what happens.
Grimos, I cannot take credit for that. I read that out of chat.
That was Necromancer Israfel.
So,
Testilonicon? What?
Confusingly named Black Knight that I painted white for, Comstar shits and giggles. Why not?
So I have a question there.
Yes.
If Comstar is AT&T, then who is Verizon?
So
nobody is Verizon. Here's the thing: they're not AT&T. They're Ma Bell from 1976.
The
word of Blake is Comcast.
I would argue very strongly that Comstar is in fact Verizon because they are infinitely more sinister than AT&T, which I know is saying something, but they are about as ready to,
Parallax, you are being told that's not a Black Knight, that's a Blake Knight.
I'm willing to accept this.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, and chat keeps trying to say Verizon is the word of Blake, and I disagree.
No, I'm sorry, the word of Blake is 10-10-3-2-1. Some of you will remember that.
Was that the predecessor to 10-10-220?
I don't know 10-10-220.
That's the one that had Carrot Top.
10-10-3-2-1 had John Lithgow.
Oh, can we have John Lithgow versus Carrot Top and Solaris?
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Nice.
4 dancing memories. Core memory unlocked.
I have come to the conclusion that 5 a.m. does not evening brain make think good.
No, I think you're right. I think all of I just gave all of chat
Maze
fucking arthritis or something.
Maze, that was a prefix that you used to punch in order to make a collect call.
Yes. Collect
where
calls were calls that you made
by the minute.
Yes. Collect calls were phone calls that you made in a thing called long distance.
So correct me if I'm wrong though, but collect calls, yes, you were charged by the minute, but you also the collect call charged the person you were calling, not you, was the whole point of having the ability
There was a lot of fuckery in there. There was the long distance service / phone card. There was the long distance phone card straight up. There was the alternate long distance provider number. There was the standard collect. There was the collect call service. There was the phone card collect call service. There was the long distance collect call service. There was 1-800 collect, which was a bizarre amalgamation.
I am confident that you just made all that bullshit up because my head is spinning.
Ah, then do you remember the commercial, Bob, we oughta baby, eats a boy?
I do!
Do you accept charges?
I do not. Wait, are those Stryker?
What? No, those are not Stryker. No, those are in fact wolf traps.
Are you sure?
I fucking made them! Yes, I'm sure!
They look very Transformers, and I think it's the blue visor eyes.
Yeah, it could be.
Collect calls were made partially from an artifact called the payphone.
It's also true.
Yeah,
also
remember,
true, yeah.
Any payphone is free if you bring a power saw and a gun.
If it's the late 70s, it's also free if you have the Captain Crunch whistle.
Okay, no, that's to make a free call, not to get a free thing for your living room.
Okay,
the Captain Crunch whistle?
Oh, you're so young.
So
wasn't that just a bosun's pipe?
No,
it was
okay,
a plastic whistle.
It was an object lesson in the dangers of in-band communication writ large, wherein one of the audio tones used for command and control of electronic autodialers, the junction box, the exchange, the robotic exchange server that replaced individual humans who would pick up the phone on the other end and then go, destination or number please, and then shove a giant fuck off plug wire into two things, which is why it's called a phone cable. even though it's like quarter-inch and it's not because headphones, except kind of it is. Look, anyway, we replaced them with robots, but then the robots were dumb as fuck. And it was like, well, I don't want to pay money to put in a control system. What if we just make it listen for the clicky bleep bloops of the phone? Somebody else was like, yes, I will use my 1900s cocaine money to fund this. And then eventually someone was like, hello, I'm Captain Crunch, and this is whistle time. And then that whistle was like, I'ma hang up your call, but not in a way that lets them know it's been hung up on. So you can dial more numbers and only pay for nothing.
You know, I'm gonna
Eloquent explanation.
just say it that this all has gone way over my head because I've been a Fruit Loops guy since I was a kid. That and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So Captain Crunch's fuckery is beyond the scope of my comprehension.
Also, wasn't it an Oscar Mayer whistle?
Hey
No,
guys,
it was
would you
Captain
like
Crunch.
to accept a collect call from Moon Eat Floor Pill World Too Fast now?
Okay, so how frozen does a hot dog have to be for you to like whittle it into a flute?
Solid.
Fairly hard.
Yeah, but I mean, how solid?
Oscar
So-
Mayer whistle.
So very quickly, this is a wolf trap. I have recently made this model. I just finished 2 variants of it today. I will probably post this to my cults page tomorrow.
I
still
realized
think
I
it's
just
nicer.
described like the Oscar Mayer meat flute.
Where's my
It's
meat?
the
A
Oscar Mayer
wiener whistle.
Blow hard.
Toot toot, blow on my wiener.
Oh.
The Oscar Mayer meat flute. Put it on your mouth.
Tio, that's fantastic.
That's
Hot damn, Tio! Welcome back.
Hey,
He's
Nice.
guys.
For those
home
of
from
you,
home from the hospital and cancer free.
toilet
Congratulations.
toilet obliterator's back.
Hey, that is a pen that we just actually sold to Mo. By the way, Mo, that should be in the mail tomorrow. God, I love that. So that's Wenge with the lovely copper accents.
I'm sorry. Wang Day?
Wenge.
Wenge.
As I remember, it's an African wood.
It is.
Okay, I thought you were saying a very tragic day of the week.
No. So, by the way, everyone, because I didn't get to mention it because everyone was talking in the email address that
I
Para
just
had
popped it
up,
back up.
that right there, if you send something to that Gmail account, that is where you can start going through
The ordering
and
process.
setting up your orders for the process, asking questions about what there is, and everything else, and we can get to work on doing custom pens for you.
There you go, folks.
It's pretty damn cool.
It is.
For those who wish to ask, as long as you're okay with it, Para, I can give prices. If not, that's fine.
Okay, so we are 43 minutes in, and what in
to
the
be
name
fair,
of God
I
is
didn't
that?
start
the
until
meat
10
jiggler.
I didn't start until 10.
The
Also,
meat jiggler.
There's the meat.
The
jiggler.
meat jiggler.
I have concerns.
Wiggle,
The
wiggle,
longer
wiggle,
this
wiggle,
goes
wiggle,
on, the
yeah.
more additional my concerns become.
Wiggle, 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 yeah.
Oh my God.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. I work out.
Mad Ducks has just posted the pen that he bought from us. And Parallax, why don't you go ahead and if you feel up to it? Oh my God, no! Why don't you go ahead?
Furby!
Why? Leg. Leg. Leg.
Knee. It's the scandalous part of the body.
Oh no.
Knees are the most sensual piece of human anatomy.
I possess
How
several.
dare you? How dare you show that on this public stream?
You know, there's only one person.
Wiggle, wiggle,
that
wiggle,
is
wiggle,
gonna know
wiggle,
Exactly why knees are so terrible.
Indeed, but I had to say it anyway.
Download more knees today. Don't let Big Knee get you down when you can make your own in the comfort of your living room.
Bad sailors get the meat wiggler.
Moon sailors?
I should link to where in the Orcs people can see Sailor Moon. who
Okay,
cannot
very
see it.
quickly.
Can we make a jiggling Furby?
Does that mean it's a Furby?
I could make a jelly Furby art piece.
Okay.
Hey,
I mean, you could make
Parallax?
a
Yes.
Furby entirely out of wiener meat, and it would jiggle. So that,
Are
oh
you
my
able
God,
to
why?
show off what you have recently received?
Well, we have to wait on the stream to catch up.
Pen.
It is a pen.
This is
That one is not bulbous.
No, this one is also a fountain pen.
Yes, and do you happen to remember what wood that is made of?
This is paddock. Over time,
It
this
is.
very red wood, with exposure to light, will slowly turn purple. At least purplish. But yes, this is a very nice one. Iridium point on the pen. Very nice.
That means you can stab vampires.
Yeah. I mean, you can stab vampires whether or not you have this pen or not. I can't stop you. But it takes 80 cross cartridges, or depending, let's see. Yeah, there's enough room there for a converter. You could go either way on that.
So, stabbing vampires is very rude. What did they ever do to you?
Well, they tried to suck me off.
With the meat whistle.
Yeah.
Most.
So, very quickly, let's just see how it writes. It's had a cartridge in it for a while.
Where can I... Yeah, okay.
Daddy? I'm sorry, Para. Who are you sending this missive to?
Well, my daughter left this in my office, so it was the paper that was on hand.
A likely story.
Okay, still waiting on the ink to fill the
Try,
unit on
like,
this.
just really working it. Jiggle it! Put in the jiggler!
I'm sorry.
Put it in the jiggler.
Para,
Do not put it in the
Para,
jiggler.
Have
Please
you
put it in the
Have
jiggler.
you opened up the cartridge?
Yes.
My dad did not
Yes.
send it. My dad did not send it open. Just
What
in
does the ink
case.
taste like?
Yes. The ink
Okay.
tastes like heavy metals. It's not good for you.
Nice. That's one of the cartoons.
It is. We're going to
This-
wait on that ink to work its way down a little bit more. But as you can see, yes, there is, in fact, ink flowing in it. It's just not gotten down to the tip yet. New
Hey,
pens are like that sometimes.
Why do we not have a place where I
sorry.
can, like,
No, don't
shitpost the
apologize.
4 of you specifically?
We do. I mean, we could.
Somebody make that so I can post the Corn Man.
The corn. What?
The Corn Man.
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 Corn Man.
Gummy is saying run. I am terrified now.
All
The
right.
Corn Man.
Anyone who might be interested, there is the
Email.
Gmail address.
Email. Okay. Red
Pens
And
by
Iden.
designomy.
and Iden.
I tabbed away for a moment. Did Parallax choose the first thing he wrote on stream with the new pen to be Daddy?
No.
I think he's trying
It
to
was
wave
already
Daddy at
on
us
it.
so he doesn't have to see the Corn Man.
Corn Man,
Okay.
What is
come
it?
together with
So
your man.
I need the attention
Side
of Iden
Corn
and
Man?
Red.
I am
Okay, wait,
paying
wait.
attention.
I
Okay,
am
wait, I'm gonna steal the
prepared to
attention for
listen.
4 seconds because my attention span doesn't last that long.
I am no longer prepared.
Okay. So I need to paint something on stream tonight. I have
you don't.
options.
Lies.
Shut up. I have options, and I need the two of you to make a selection.
Okay.
Oh, Parallax.
What?
You have been told what the first word should be. Corn.
Corn. It's true.
Gentlemen, behold!
It's true.
Yeah, get like a corn cubine.
All right.
No.
So,
Thanks,
Para,
I hate
I
it.
have a very important question, actually.
Yes.
Towards the center of the screen. Who is the dude with the sword?
Well, who do you think it is?
Steve.
Ew.
Because he's one of the things that you get to choose from. Because these two...
I'll tell you who he's not. A Tau.
Safe.
He's not a Tau.
Wrong thing.
Which button lets me... Oh, that one. Red, you are experiencing corn.
That's the Nameless King. Oh, hey, Rave Lord Nito.
Oh, that guy stole so many identities. He's gonna walk up to the club.
With that in mind, who's that?
Yeah, I thought so. I just didn't get a good enough look at the
It's
sword.
Artorias of the Abyss.
Oh, fucking right
That's
it is.
like Stabulon Fistblade of the Moon President Brigade of...
Yes, he reports
Place.
directly to Moon.
No, fuck you.
And
no.
And who would that one there be, Aiden?
I am
Glenn.
trying to...
Glenn. Yeah, Glenn.
Is that... Oh,
that's the Firekeeper
Glenn
from
of
3.
the 2020 vision.
Yeah. Shut up. My eyeballs work fine.
Yeah.
No,
Don't judge
not
me.
you.
Well, I mean,
wait,
hers
is your name
don't.
Glenn?
I mean, depending on how you end the game, hers don't.
I mean, that is the whole thing, is, her look-ins peepers are not supposed to work.
So, I've got 4 options here. Which one should we work on? Artorias.
Artorias.
Red? Okay, I guess we're doing Artorias.
It was going to be Artorias or Nito, and Artorias is Aiden's favorite.
Honestly, I would favor, if not Artorias, probably the Nameless King, but Artorias I have a soft spot for, because the dude slaps your shit in with one arm broken after being, throngulated by the bad mojo and no longer capable.
Now, let's be honest about this for a minute. There's a reason you're picking Artorias, and it's not that.
It's also because blue is my color of choice.
No,
So,
that's not it either.
Dunk him.
Because I'd go gay for Artorias? I mean,
no, it's
true.
because he's nice to his dog.
Yes, very, very accurate.
Wait, is there a dog, and can I pet them?
In Dark Souls, dog pet you aggressively.
Look, man, I showed up to work today, and somebody brought their big truck, and in the back of their big truck was like a dog, and I wanted to pet the dog, but that would have been very rude, so I had to not pet the dog, and it was bullshit.
That is tragic.
Also, I'm going to go ahead real quick, because I did see it earlier. Car, I'm glad that you like the pen. Thank my dad, not me.
Dog!
Dog.
What I did for that pen was facilitate the fact that someone then knew that it was supposed to be constructed.
Oh, god damn it, Para. Now that you just made me realize I still haven't painted Artorias myself. I need to do
that.
My
dog
God.
is like...
Also,
that dog...
I want to pet that dog, but I also want to take that dog for a walk because it looks like he's had a few too many treats.
That dog is the spiritual opposite of Smooth Garrick.
I don't know
Of
what that
who?
means.
Okay, how do I shitpost it all of you? Someone make this thing so I can make my nightmares into your problems.
I am
Yeah,
booked
that's
for
fine.
all of June. I will not do the thing. I'm sorry.
Oh no, my printer just quit, and I'm not sure why.
It was threatened with Smooth Garrick.
Okay.
You've been struck by, you've been hit by a Smooth Garrick.
Whatever the hell that means. Oh, that's very odd. The front cover came off of the printhead, but not
Squick.
actually enough to look like.
What?
How... Go to Discord, accept friend request. I cannot do the thing without being friend-shaped.
I cast friendship.
How has this not occurred yet?
I don't know, I'm loud.
Same.
But like selectively.
Okay,
You're better at it than I
so
am.
now I have to look up what the fuck Artorias looks like.
Oh, yeah, but send me a message so I can send you Smooth Garrick, and you can go like, wow, fuck you. And I'll be like, yeah.
Give me a moment. I'm working on it.
Okay,
You
so
asked, I will
predominantly
deliver.
silver armor and blue fabric. Okay.
To answer Stu, yes, I am technically cosplaying as the legally required designated adult tonight, but it is only cosplay because I'm not normally required to do so at this time.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. We're laughing at things.
Oh no! I was gonna say my body is ready, but it is not. It is very not.
Squick, what have you done?
Don't worry about it. It's
I'm
fine.
really fucking worried about it. What have you done?
Oh, did I
What
show you guys
has
like this
science
sweet
done?
discount electric bike I found on the internet?
Oh no, guys, I'm.
Squick is trying to commit murder live on Twitch.
He's not trying.
So the winner of how long will it take to paint is half the show.
Now. I hate you all.
Yeah.
I hate you all.
Oh, Para.
Now, I didn't start until 10 after, so it's not quite half the show.
Para, at some point, poke me. I wish to provide the Dark Souls minis I already have painted to show off because
How about
this
I
is my
just try to
special
remind you?
fetish. This is my special fetish here.
Okay.
Or you can just submit it to art at WBPL76.com. That's
that
right.
is-
It's art at WBPL76.com.
My brain cells can only retain information for like 20 seconds, after which point maybe.
It's all Dark Souls from there.
And tonight you have no brain cells.
Yes, they have been kidnapped.
They have been kidnapped.
By Moon!
Oh shit, I scrolled up too far. Like,
And you saw Smooth Garrick.
no, I found like the ripped Furby gas station.
Oh no!
Oh god, that was a night.
Oh no!
That was a ridiculous evening that I don't think I've quite recovered from, and I love some goddamn cursed Furbies.
Oh yeah,
I'm
did I show you
sorry,
guys like
but
the
the pan-
projection
Furbies-
poster?
The shorts
Cursed
bulge
beast?
in the cursed Furby was the worst part.
No, the worst part was when Mo made it a pillow.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, no, I made
so-
a pillow of it. I have seen the pillow.
So,
Send
You're
it to
very,
Cookie.
very lucky that I haven't attempted to purchase some for
Squick.
decorating our house.
Squick, is that your OnlyFans pic right there?
I'm sorry, are eyebrows staring at the screen?
Oh wow.
The
what?
chainsaw's a nice touch.
Squick, why electric unicycle?
oh, I found it on what's the bullshit Craigslist for people who
Because
like,
hot
hate
kobolds in your
things?
area.
And Facebook Marketplace. I went there and they were like, "Hey, you want to
Market-
die?
Market book
$2,000."
Wait, did you buy this?
I did not.
Good.
This was during the period when I was between jobs and not buying $2,000 leg breaky machine from place that has unfinished drywall background because it's definitely not House of Crime.
Meanwhile, at House of Not Crime.
Wow, wouldn't it be awesome if we didn't have a house of crime next door?
There's a pizza on the roof.
But if you didn't, then what if you suddenly needed some crime? Where would you get it at this crime of night?
Oh, Mo, yes.
The old
I'm
Kmart
going to-
parking lot.
I'm going to interrupt
What's
because
there?
very important. Yes, Mo. The pillow was wonderful. I held it in my hands and I successfully smuggled it into their moving assembly.
What?
I've got a buddy who's moving out of state, and I'm genuinely like, I'm really happy for him, but it super blows for me because it's like a friend and family that I've known for many years.
So
I
you
hope they're
gave
having a
them-
wonderful time.
You gave
so
them a
you
Furby
gave them
pillow?
a cursed Furby pillow?
Yes.
And
Also,
I tell you guys about the worst gift I ever gave someone and why it was the
Oh,
best
I'm
thing
here
ever.
for it.
so
So,
oh, good.
go
Good.
on, go first.
Okay, so in light of that, I now have their new address, and I need to know what's the most cost-effective way to ship just an absolutely bonkers amount of pasta to them. Like there used to be
No,
pasta
no,
drop
here's-
where it was
here's
like
what you do.
$40, and it was like 2 full boxes
Squick,
of miscellaneous noodles.
Squick, what if you sent Box O food? Box O unidentified food.
Yeah, that was a 1-day deal.
Ah. Okay.
Does Costco deliver?
Yes.
Yeah,
there's
but they're
your
also a
solution.
Costco member, and we share an account, so they would just be able to go in and
They-
return it.
Ah!
So anyway, that's an open question. You go ahead. I will contemplate the pasta.
Okay, I will tell you all the
Contemplate
story
the
of the worst
pasta.
gift I ever gave. So, I have a sister for her crimes.
How does she feel about that?
Not great, honestly. And she got married, and obviously I wanted to do the whole gift thing. You might need to put your mic up for a moment, dear, so I'm not talking through time and space. There you go.
In space!
So I have a sister, and I wanted to give her a gift for her wedding. And I decided that because my sister and I have had an interesting relationship for the entirety of our lives, that it clearly needed to be a terrible gift with a nice gift hidden in it. And the worst thing I owned at the time that I could think to give her was a very special book that I enjoyed very much with my book club. It's a book called Model Land by Tyra Banks.
Oh.
It is the worst book I have read in a long time. There have been others that have matched it, but it is unique for how inventive it is, for how crazy it is. It's got some wonderful horror monsters in it. It's just a shame it's not a horror book. It is just the most unbelievable story you have ever heard, where models run the world, and it almost has a plot point about, models preying on young women and male models not being treated as well. And then it just goes completely off the rails because Tyra Banks was clearly, skiing uphill, shall we say, while she wrote this thing.
I think
decided
she's
that this
talking
book-
about the drugs.
Dun, 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 dun. She don't like, she don't like, she don't. Actually, she likes it a lot. Cocaine.
So I'm just gonna kind of weigh in here and make a
Iden
couple
was part of
observations.
me reading this book to my book club, yes.
Yes, and there's a reason I have so few brain cells remaining, and this book is part of that.
To answer Samurai before you carry on, why male models? Because somebody has to do all the architecture in Model Land.
Yes,
I'm
but that's
not
also
joking.
a Zoolander reference.
So here's the thing: Model Land was written to advertise a theme park.
That thankfully has never been built.
The thing about it though is only the last act of the book is actually advertising the theme park, which is a problem because it means that it throws the entire rest of the book under the bus and any point the book may have made. But let's roll this back and talk about what the fuck this experience is, because it is a I don't know how to describe this. I'm trying to do mental calisthenics to come up with words. Hogwarts, except for models involving kidnapping and worse.
No, that
And-
mostly just
okay.
sounds like the fashion industry.
Do
Yeah,
not
so
worry.
at
I
what
have sent you a
point-
link
That is the
to
point.
another book you can read to undo the damage.
Oh, good. I really
Oh,
hope that
no!
it's the Scott's version of Harry Potter. No,
Okay, so
Squid!
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
No!
Every time, every year, I think, in setting,
Oh no!
the brain damage is becoming manifest.
It is. It is.
The cells are dying. All is lost.
Stu, if you want to learn about this book, the fullness of this book, I strongly recommend a YouTube channel called Crimson Rogue. He covered Model Land very, very well and
Love.
fully captures how ridiculous it is.
He's asking to learn less about the book.
No. You do not want to learn less about this book. You want to learn more because this book is insane.
So
I
here's the
have read
thing.
bad books that are not worth your time. I have read Twilight. I have read Empress Teresa.
Oh my
I
God.
have read all sorts of things. Model Land is at least interesting in its insanity and is definitely worth learning more about.
All right. So you know how you go to Hogwarts?
No.
Fucking Hogwarts dropouts fly through the sky once a year, pick out the little girls that get to go to model Hogwarts, and throw them in a burlap sack to take them to Hogwarts. That is legitimately a thing.
So wait, hold on. Does that then lead into the book that Squick just posted?
Possibly.
Okay, it gets worse.
Chat, I'm not telling
continue.
you what Squick just shared with us. Like,
I'm
Oh, I
going to
will if they
continue
want.
shit posting in this channel because I just found like my stored images compilation that are
shit.
unorganized.
So
Listen,
Cookie,
I will tell them if they ask, but no one has asked yet.
don't
So
ask
Cookie-
chat.
To answer chat, Yes, Crimson covered it. I'm very pleased to see so many of you know who Crimson is, and no, it is not safe to read this book, but you should read it anyway.
Cookie, to answer your question, the answer is yes, because it's less self-aware, but at the same time, it is better prose. Here's another one. This is the one that really started the what the fuck train for realsies, because it was the junior leagues, the wife sacking of preteen girls, which that's a fucking statement in and of itself. Oh my god, what did I just say? Anyway, within the first week of
since you
going to
have all
Model
asked,
Hogwarts,
there you go. There's the link. Have fun.
oh no. So within the first week of being at Model Hogwarts, all of the little girls that are like, I think what, 13,
14. They're 14.
they all have in synchronicity their period, except it is the worst thing they have ever had known ever, because for some fucked up reason, part of the magic of Model Hogwarts is the new students have every period they will ever have in their lives all simultaneously to get it out of the way so they never have one again. It never explains.
That's some Thanos level logic right there.
How this affects fertility is never addressed.
Yeah. Like, none of the impact on the rest of your life is ever addressed. It's just that you have a week of absolute soul-shitting suffering, and then that's it for life. Yes, Cookie, the biology, it cries out for mercy.
This book is ridiculous. So I decided, clearly, my sister needed to take that on her honeymoon with her to read to her new husband, and I hid a load of money in the back page. And that was how I got that cursed book out of my house.
So, I think they could make a movie of that. And
Please,
have
no!
people... No, hear me out. Because what we need is mid-90s movie career Hulk Hogan.
I was frozen today.
Fuck! I had a mouthful of beer. God damn.
Well, that was a
Good
mistake.
news, you don't have a mouthful of beer anymore.
Son of a bitch, that almost went all over both screens. Oh, my nostrils.
Hell yeah, brother!
They burn.
I feel like I have killed so many brain cells tonight.
Hulk Hogan as Tyra Banks is gonna haunt me.
The main character is called Tookie as well, so now I'm just imagining.
Oh yeah, brother, I'm Tookie. I'm here to go ahead and show y'all how to be model.
You're gonna have every period of your life. Yeah.
So imagine now, now I'm putting two and two together in the brain meat. Hulk Hogan doing the Tookie thing from George of the Jungle.
Ooh, Tookie, brother.
Tookie, brother.
I think I do need to add
Oh no.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan as a model to the art goals list and see if that gets voted on.
Oh no,
Okay.
no.
I take
no.
I take it back in that we're not going too far enough. Hulk Hogan isn't enough to save this movie on its own. We need the entire 80s and 90s wrestling cast lineup as all
We
of the
need
major
Rowdy
roles.
Roddy Piper as Tyra Banks.
Oh,
no. Yell.
I'm the Nature Boy.
That's. I'm sorry. I said Piper. You said Ric Flair. You clearly got me on this just on account of the glorious robe.
Woo!
Woo! Everybody.
Can we have Andre the Giant as lead supporting actor?
No, you get Bret the Hitman Hart and
Andre
his
the
super sunglasses.
Is there
Andre the Giant
continuously
as the male lead?
No. The one female lead
Oh,
that
God.
doesn't speak the words good but is big. I can't remember which. It's been a while, and that book was brain damaged.
I've just
Come on,
realized
bear
we're
with me.
all going about this wrong.
Uh-oh.
like more than usual?
Yeah, we could make this so much better worse.
We could make it more cursed.
It's a Muppet movie.
It's a Muppet movie with Hulk Hogan.
Didn't one of those
I'd actually
exist?
watch
No,
that.
thank God.
That would just be a case of I don't even need drugs. I'm just going to watch this and go to an altered state of being. This will be fine.
Oh, so like Yellowbeard.
Oh, fuck. Between Moon and this, I'm getting a headache from laughing.
See, this is why there's no Lady Red art for this show. It's because every time she's on here, shit just goes off the rails and she's hit by the muse.
We don't have rails. We have like a hovercraft train that goes toot and then the mountain explodes.
He's not wrong.
We're going off the rails on this crazy train.
Okay, so there's this speed paint Knight Artorias. That is to say, almost entirely in speed paints. So,
Very nice.
Nice.
I would like to spend more time on that. I will probably come back and do this again.
Yay! Just touch it up.
Because that only took 13 minutes.
Well, you know what? You're done painting for the night.
Dux, you say that there is a narrator character in the book for no apparent reason who speaks like, "Oh, darling, you know you want to go there. You know you want to be."
Oh, I forgot about that. No. Why?
Mad Dux demands that Mick Foley is the narrator and Kermit the Frog. Wait, let's read that again. I'm deeply disappointed that no one has suggested Mick Foley as a narrator / Kermit the Frog type character.
Kermit the Frog here, darling. Oh.
You know you want to go there.
Oh, no.
Okay, so what color is the Nameless King?
What color? Oh, actually, that's a good question, because usually I'm too busy getting my ass handed by him to actually look at him.
I think Pip has had enough of my nonsense. He has just sat on me, butt pointed towards my face.
Understandable.
Yes.
All right, there's a lot of lens glare there.
There's a lot of fog.
It looks
okay,
very
so I've
much
got a resin
brownish.
statue. So lots of gold with a bit of blue.
More like bronze?
It could be.
I'm thinking it's more like bronze-ish with a lot of canvas browns.
Okay, I can work with this. There's a little bit of blue on some of the fabrics here with some modeled in reds. That's just not going to happen. This is all workable. This is workable. We can do this. Come on, chat.
Can we paint it? No, it's fuck.
Cookie is asking if we should do Us or Eight.
Of course we should do us.
Yeah,
Or
probably.
Eight.
Absolutely we should. I need another excuse to lose Goob.
I am engaged in additional Riker posting.
Additional what? Oh no.
Porn pub.
Have I hurt you, Grimos? Have I done terrible things to you this evening? Squick's fault. Excellent. Still,
I'm
nothing
helping.
is ever my fault.
What are you helping?
Look, don't worry about it.
I'm really fucking worried about it.
Don't worry about it.
But I am.
That's unfortunate for you.
Some killhead dick joint turned on parental controls from the view screen.
I am Erectus of the board.
That is not your designation. I'm not calling you that.
So that actually takes me back to a D&D 3.5 game I was in college once, right?
You were in
And
college once?
Actually, I was.
Oh, how'd that go?
Well,
good.
Sort of.
Sort of?
So,
okay.
I learned a whole bunch of things that I've never used since.
Hey, I know how
because
that
I
goes.
discovered I absolutely don't like what I was learning and did not want to do it for a living. So, it was a thing, but I made friends and had D&D experiences. Like when Pedobeard, which that's not his real name, but the dude looked like a pedophile with the beard and everything, so that's what we called him, decided he wanted to run D&D for us. Now, we had a group that had been playing games for quite some time, and he was one of the people who would routinely play in this. Now, the thing about this particular individual is he is, yes, Pedobeard. Yeah, Will recognizes the name because he and I went to college together, and he remembers Pedobeard. Pedobeard was kind of the poster child of the engineering student who was very high intelligence, very low wisdom.
So most engineering students.
Most, yeah. But he was also, admittedly, at least had the charisma and, just generally chill good-naturedness that, we enjoyed his company, albeit at sometimes wondering why the fuck were you born this dumb, but, it happens. So, no, you weren't Pedobeard's roommate, you were the fucking Malkavian's roommate. You're getting your people mixed up. That's a different story. Anyway.
No, I think based off of what you just said, he's getting his vampires mixed up.
Well,
oh, cool. We can stab them with each other.
Yes.
Yes. So, Pedobeard and the Malkavian were roommates for a while, and we. Okay, us or ain't. Us or ain't.
So, for those of you that don't know, wager, us or ain't, random quote, people on this show, people on Monday night.
Because the quote here is 1770. Look, they do weird things with the clans. That's the Cookie Mama.
It's an us. Like 3 of you just want a giant fucking pile of goob.
I was going to vote us, and then I got sidetracked trying to tell a story. God damn it. Fuck. Anyway, so...
That'll teach you.
I know, right?
What'll it teach him?
No more story time.
It'll teach me absolutely nothing. Let's be honest with ourselves. But, so, Pedobeard was a good-natured and well-meaning, but really dumb dude. But, okay. Good guy.
Good guy. Dumb as a fucking bag of rocks, but good guy.
Correct. And he decided he wanted to DM a game for us. And there's 3 of us that all agree that we're going to play, and, we sit down and just spitball ideas. One of us wants to make a rogue, one of us wants to be a wizard, and so on and so forth. And then he leaves the apartment, and the 3 of us look at each other. One of us is like, we should all play fighters and take the phalanx fighting feat and work as a team. And then the next of us goes, we should all be half-orc fighters. And from there, the Warriors of Testosterus were born.
Oh, God.
Because we had...
This tracks. This all tracks.
Yep. We had Erectus the Strong.
Mm-hmm.
We had Testicles the Potent. And then we had my dude, Scrotus the Mighty.
I hate it.
The lowest strength out of the 3 of us was an 18, and the highest charisma was a 5.
So you went with charisma as your dumb stat instead of intel, huh?
Correct.
Okay.
And we all were a phalanx, and our whole thing was we were the scions of the testosterone, bringing the light of civilization to the savages. Which meant all of our problems were solved with application of a rigid, proper warrior stance and a sledgehammer as needed for physical barriers.
My favorite thing about this is that if you did this in 5th edition, you could all be paladins.
We could have.
Now, 3-5 paladins were fucky. You weren't going to do it there, but 5th edition, you could do it.
So you say that, Gauss, 3-5 all fighters, but every encounter, we just dump trucked our way through. Every boss fight died in a single round, whether or not they were fucking meant to. And it didn't matter whether we were fighting the bad wizard or breaking a dude out of prison. It was, brothers, prepare the sledge. And then the door gets cracked open, and we form up a 3-man phalanx and march down the hallway with long spears. And to Pedobeard's credit, he found out the day of session 1 that we all decided to do this, and he rolled with it. And so the Warriors of Testosterus were born. The soldiers under the command of Fistus the Elbow Deep, fighting against the legions of Menstrus the Ill-Tempered.
God damn it.
Quick hates it.
Yes.
I'm
if any of you
continuing.
frequented TG back in the day, this story got told there, and yes,
We-
it was Aiden who wrote it.
There were several new recruits. Gluteus Maximus, the guardian of our most sacred and sensitive gate, for example. Viagris, the shaman, who will set you in a fine, proper warrior stance. Seek the healer's advice if it lasts for more than 4 hours.
You know, this isn't quite the Mr. Welch list of things he's not allowed to do anymore, but it's close.
I mean, we hadn't heard of Mr. Welch by that point, but if we had, it would have been a checklist.
I mean, there's a reason the list existed, and it's not because he pitched these ideas softly.
Indeed. But yeah, that is what came to mind looking at your Riker posting, was when 3 half-orcs decided to take the world by storm in the name of really dumb dick jokes in the vein of Asterix the Gaul. Yes, Buzzkill, it is 100% shit that was hilarious when I was 20. That is exactly the story in a nutshell.
Yup. Conversation low.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Spara is trying to send me cursed images, and I just keep sending him gifs back about try again.
Okay, the combo with the t-shirt launcher gets me every time. I've seen that one.
Yes, it is good. Oh, sweet, that's where that one went. I thought I lost this. Nice.
It's just a list of cursed images that Squick's been collecting since 2003.
Oh my god.
Well, why is there Riker Power Ranger?
Is that not how one enters a room in a standard fashion?
That poor table.
Good God, y'all.
I'm helping.
What? What are you helping?
Himself.
Like, I don't see how that's any of your business.
Well, my friend, I am using a paintbrush currently, almost like a cigarette holder from the 20s, so therefore, I'm classy.
Clearly.
Getting awfully Sarbon in here.
Yes, Lord Freezer, grab my balls!
Are we back to talking about my monster balls?
Oh, Lord Frieza, they store monsters in the balls.
This whole show is cursed.
Face down with
don't get
another
me
man
wrong.
beating your ass.
This isn't.
Is it Wednesday already, Zarbon?
This isn't different. It's just a different kind of curse this week.
Gohan, when you've had a man inside you, you know when he's coming.
You can't just keep getting away with it. Why do I have a bunch of wizard bullshit? I don't know. It's a you
Because
problem
wizard
now.
bullshit is cursed.
So, Squick, can I ask you a question?
You can try.
What is Grugguly's Thundercock up to this week?
I found all of the birds telling people to fuck off.
What?
Yeah, it's a whole gallery.
Okay.
This is such a fucking weird thing to just experience.
This is a trip and a half, and I am all about it now. Let us
Pip has
continue.
decided he's had enough of this nonsense and is living in my face.
He is. His ear is currently brushing the microphone, in fact.
Pet dog. Pet dog. Pet dog.
He is
pet dog.
he's inserting
I'm
his
petting
ear.
dog.
He is
Yes.
inserting his ear into her teeth mouth. Nose.
So while you've got Pips doing that, what is the bad guy from Galaxy Quest doing?
I don't know, like squat thrusts?
There's a reason I'm asking
No, we are not.
Und now we will do the squat thrust. Und eins und zwei. Und
That
eins und
would
zwei.
have made the movie very different.
Yeah, remember, we are from... Yeah?
You cut out for half of that, which kind of makes it better.
I hate it. Wow, that's a lot of birds. Okay, Fuck, I'll just.
Okay.
I saw somebody.
Oh God, that's loud.
Yeah. What? No, that's just me. I'm like that.
Yeah, that's just
You
Squick.
are in fact like that.
Okay.
All right, Mo.
Squick,
Mo.
behold.
I understand what
thing.
you're saying. I do, but that sounds like a disgusting flavor of Doritos.
It does.
What? Do I
He's
want to
eating
know?
fiery mango nacho Doritos.
Also,
Oh,
the
I
thing-
don't like that.
that is legitimately how that process works as well. That is
Don't
real
care.
medical
Human
practice.
biology is disgusting, and we're better off without it.
What?
Parallax,
Lights just summed up my entire week.
take a look, Parallax, and despair, and maybe share with chat because this sounds fucking entertaining.
God,
No, do not share that with chat. I assure you that violates something.
Discord, what the
Your
fuck?
personal sensibilities.
Indeed.
That's true. Oh, hey! These are the 2 pictures that got me to play a magical skeleton chef, and then fuck everything up and melt a hole in the floor with soup.
So, medieval Kroban.
Things we're not sharing with chat.
Well, if you won't, then
don't do it.
Too late.
TOS.
I tried.
There is
I'm
nothing
sorry,
TOS
but
breaking
why
about
are we
this.
showing a hip replacement surgery?
Because it makes people uncomfortable to realize that medicine is an interesting practice.
Well, yeah, it's practice. That's the first thing.
Medicinal perfection.
There
That
is
is to
nothing
say-
TOS breaking against about that. It's just horrifying.
That well, it is to say very quickly because Squick is here. Do drugs about it.
Squick, those are all great responses to getting stabbed with a sword.
Yeah.
Are you gonna want this back or can I keep it?
You're right. Yes, Hughes. Holy fuck. Why is there a hammer involved? Because that's the only way to get the goddamn thing out of the leg meat.
As it turns
place.
out, guys, your body really wants to keep parts of it attached.
Correct.
Oh, okay, you've reminded me. I need to post the frog.
I am so fucking concerned.
But it's Thursday. It's not Wednesday.
Yeah, don't care. It doesn't matter. Like, this is not that kind of frog. It's a demonstrative frog.
Guys, I don't have any idea what's going on right now, and I'm not sure I want to.
Like, I'm gonna read this, and then somebody else needs to read the part after it.
Not it.
So,
okay,
I'm trying to paint a nameless man.
Basically, I think the general rule of thumb is if someone really wants the blood that's inside your body, and they're like a vampire, or a Dracula, or some sort of mosquito, then that's probably okay. A Dracula and a mosquito.
Can I have yours, Squick?
A
they're made-
mosquito. Oh god.
Well, they're made for removing things like blood and swords from inside your body. That's basically fine. Now, if something wants to get at your blood, and they're like, say, some kind of murdersaurus, or maybe a really big frog, that's where the problems start to arise. A really big frog is not made for removing blood. And your blood knows this, which is why it's so vehement about wanting it to stay in your body instead of coming out. Unfortunately, this will not deter a really big frog, because a really big frog is full of things like prizes and value and quite a lot of hatred, and it would really rather like to replace any and all of those things with your blood, and basically by any means possible.
These words scan with a fantastic degree of confidence, considering that together they make no sense at all.
They do, in fact, make no sense whatsoever.
That is the wisdom of the frog.
Oh, frog of the frog.
Yes,
What is your
Necromancer,
wisdom?
you did just, in fact, hear Mansquito.
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 Manimal.
Mansquito.
Mansquito.
Oh, right, I found the thieving robot.
Okay, I'm going to interject real quick. Red, what are you working on?
I am currently working on a Space Station 14 commission for Opkia.
The phone company?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10-10-2 fuck off.
10-10
God, I
3
hope this is the right
get
file.
bent.
I have
Okay,
managed
cool. This is
tonight
probably
to
the right
draw
file.
a single military boot, half of a set of pants, and part of a lab coat.
That is
Hey,
a
cool. That's
very...
basically my daily outfit.
Hey, whoever it was that was making the magic cards.
That was...
I'm sorry.
Digiman?
Digiman. If you decide to make mine, don't. Or make it green-blue, one or the other.
Coward.
It was the only deck that was ever useful.
I ended up making a Neff shitpost precisely to be turned into a card. That was very fun.
Oh, I found the umbrella fuckery.
See, I feel like if he made a card out of me at this point, it would just be one to insinuate my endless suffering.
No, actually, Para, I could see it being one of the Unchained cards that is like the new MARIK Workshop. If you play this card, no painting will occur for the next hour.
But let's be honest, if we want to chronicle Para's endless suffering, that's what WBPLW is for.
Yes, it is. Which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this Sunday,
At the
BPL Arena.
Warlax is guest appearing on WBPLW.
Bum bum bum.
I'm gonna stab people.
It's gonna be on Whipple.
Yeah, you will with a fucking fork, you goddamn monster.
Yeah, it's how you stab people many times at once. It's called efficiency.
Look, dude, the only reason you get away with nutsack grabbing people is because Dux takes bribes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How dare.
It's called picking your battles.
It's called grabbing them in the... Okay, you know what?
Dude, it's pay to win. And I paid, and I'm winning.
Motherfucker.
Can't be mad at that. He's telling you the truth.
He is.
You know, somehow I'm kind of disappointed in this color scheme because I feel like there ought to be, something here that glows or something. I mean, it's Dark Souls. Nothing's bright. I understand that.
Have fun out there, Vectron. Oh, hey, I found my cursed reloads. Or some of them.
Grimos has faith in people.
That fills me with a sense of dread.
Oh, did that one break? That did break.
Yeah, like most of the gift sound things that I've got have broken over time, which is why I don't have more to throw at you.
Yeah, give me one moment. I'm gonna fix this. I have this power.
He has the power.
I got the power.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's why I had to eventually take the Enormous Penis song and put it to the video the old-fashioned way instead of,
I'm not
relying on
engaging
the
with
internet
this
to do it.
Oh, I just karaoke
Very
the meat.
important question of how Squick managed to beat me with the testicular claw. I had words with HR after that. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Look, the lobster uppercut technique, where you just you make your mightiest battle cry, and then look, I grew up near an aquarium.
But these things clearly are connected.
That is terrifying.
I once went to Red Lobster.
Look, I have seen the training film 14 Beers at Chili's. I understand the wrestling.
I need to do some more artwork for WVO.
I once heard about Buffalo Wild Wings. I know all about wrestling.
Pet dog.
I am, in fact, petting dog.
Excellent.
But what
Very
about
upset
Saris?
to
Where's
be
Saris
involved.
pets?
Saris is currently just chilling out doing her own thing, whereas Pip is laying next to me and just grumbling at the existence of the world in general.
Sounds like a cat.
Pip is grumbling something fierce.
This still sounds like a cat.
Stop.
Hey, look.
Thank you.
It's Claymore Roomba.
It's the Boomba. which is closely related to the Doomba.
The law has
Wildlife
gotten into fights at
photography.
Applebee's. They know about wrestling. Guys, we are just catastrophically dumb.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What was your first clue?
None of this is news. I'm just reiterating.
Understandable.
On a bagel!
Mr. Pip, please stop.
Bagel!
Shush. Shush.
Bagel.
Bagels.
Bagel.
But Bork.
Bork.
This one I need to send a striker.
This is a weird show, guys.
I've learned my lesson. I'm not clicking on that.
No, it's wholesome.
I don't believe you.
You should click on this one. This one's fine. If it's the one who's watching now, this one is
I
fine.
found the pizza possum.
I'd
If you
love
have
to
problems
tell
with
chat.
I'm posting.
I'd love to tell chat that they're just missing context here. You're really not. You're getting the same experience I am.
Yeah, I found the pizza possum.
Yeah, he found the pizza possum, guys.
And I found the thing getting murdered by cuckoos. Because
If we put wireless headsets on the puppers, Stu, all you would hear is the snuffling sounds of them trying to eat the headsets.
Understandable, honestly.
Pip attempted to eat my phone the first time I was trying to record him and Sarah's playing.
Did it work?
No, thankfully.
But not for lack of trying on his part.
Is that the Doof Warrior blasting champagne on people?
I believe that's Coke and Mentos.
Oh,
But
no,
it's
that's
not
Pepsi.
Diet
That's
Coke.
worse.
Oh.
It's Diet
Oh
Coke
my-
and Mentos.
Oh my god.
Like,
The
we're all
boys
stupid.
are Pepsi people. That explains so much.
True evil.
Why did that not save?
I don't know.
Because God hates you, that's why.
Save as. Clearly there. Why are you not updating?
Hey, chat, as a reminder, painting does actually happen on this show, and as was evidenced by the first half hour of this show, we will also talk about your shit if you send it to us.
Why is that not
I'm not sure how much of that was talking about anyone's shit that they sent in, and how much of it was just Squick randomly rambling.
No, that was
And
mostly over my stuff.
And that fight about God, I can't even remember from the beginning of the show. I know that there was something going on.
There was a
Flying machines of Dr. Robotnik, and please.
Right, yes.
Robotnik.
It was a fight over what was the best kind of mustard on which to have a hot dog.
So we got 4 dancing lights here, Mr. Sandman.
And I think
bring
we
me
got
a
to
meme,
is
make it
Dynamite
the
a Zeppelin?
dumbest shit that I've ever seen.
As it turns out, Dynamite is in fact a submersible.
Dynamite is a Zeppelin for certain values of granite.
I have a very important question based on something Parallax said just a moment ago.
Oh?
Uh-oh.
If Parallax will talk about things that people send to him, where can they send it?
Well,
Internet.
as it turns out, they can send it to the email address art@wbpl76.com. That's right, art@wbpl76.com.
I'm pretty sure there's a Twitch command to make that pop up,
There
but I'm
is.
too dumb to remember what it is. There it is. Cookie's got us.
Legion Mom has us all.
Very important stuff.
She do.
Desperate attempt to try to get some mechs off of my painting shelf before Mercenaries arrives.
That is the whole reason why I have a couple, like, at least 1 star primed and a couple more ready to go to get primed of what's going to be Smonk Kitties.
Smonk Kitty.
Because goddamn, I have a lot of bare plastic, and there's going to be a lot more soon.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Smonk Kitty is not quite ooh good boy, but
no. See, that's the thing I like about playing as, Smonk Kitty, is that no matter what happens in a given game, I win. Because either I win, or I get the satisfaction of knowing that the dick-ass Smonk Kitties got the shit slapped out of them.
Excellent.
That was a sentence.
Dick-ass smart kitties.
Yes.
Biden is very eloquent.
Yes.
That is an interesting set of tags to search on the usual websites.
It is. I highly recommend doing so with safe search turned off. Nothing bad could possibly happen.
And certainly don't do it in an incognito window.
Correct.
Incognito windows are for spelling checks. I don't need Google to know I'm dumb.
Joke's on you
Google
thinking they aren't
knows.
watching anyway.
Google knows.
Google aspires to be Comstar. They're watching.
They're most of the way there. I mean, with the exception of their AI, that's just fucking hilarious.
I mean-
If we want to yell about that sort of thing, who's got Windows 11 right now? Because,
Yup.
man, do I feel sorry for you.
Okay, so
Oh, here comes knowledgeable
no, there
actual
are
answer.
qualifiers in play where we go from ha-ha funny meme to a combination of meh and oh shit.
Quick, before you get into that, I just want to make one quick comment for Sparastogi. Better Clan Uwu Good Boy than fucking Clan Barbecue Beaver. Just saying. Back to you, Squick.
Okay, so quick question, what the fuck?
You heard me.
Barbecue
more
Yeah,
beaver.
but
I'm trying to
I
figure
didn't
out.
want
Is
to.
that Fire Mandrill?
No, Clan Barbecue Beaver. Bucky's.
Bucky's great. What are you bad mouthing Bucky's about?
Nothing is great that is telling me of its existence on a billboard 200 fucking miles from its location. I don't care 200 miles out. By the time I travel 200 miles, I will still not care. Fuck
Yeah, but that's
off.
why they have like the big bathroom though.
I feel like I'm pretty sure
I don't
I've seen billboards advertising tourist locations on the West Coast in San Antonio.
That's depressing. Sad, and I do not like it. But seriously, I saw on the way to pick up Pip a Clan Barbecue Beaver billboard that said, only 200 miles. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is completely useless. I need gas within 50 miles, not 200. Go to hell.
Well, that sounds like you need to download more car.
Indeed, I really do, because, car small, am not. Problems. Clan
Like the-
Nuclear Globe.
Like the back of a Volkswagen. Okay, Squick.
Yeah.
Windows 11.
To prevent the besmirching of its own thing. Roko's Basilisk is real, guys, and Squick
OBS
is angering
reconnection successful.
Haha!
Ah, excellent. I will send the frog.
Squick has angered Roko's Basilisk and is fighting us.
Frog.
Squick is fighting a basilisk, everybody. Everything's
Yes.
fine. Nobody
Yeah, the
looking.
trick is
frog.
just blinking like a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Blink
If you
it.
can blink to the tune of Sandstorm, then basically they can't touch you.
Yeah, guys, blink at your cockatrice.
Yeah, it's just going to confuse it a lot. The same thing works for vampires, weirdly enough.
Blink at
They're gonna
vampires.
be like-
that's more that they just get confused as fuck. They're like,
It's
what
like,
the
haha, I
the
have
fuck are you
hypnovision. Wait, no,
doing?
stop. Why? It's like trying to box a mosquito.
You know, there are nights
You
that
have
having a
interesting
conversation
comments.
with Squick is like having a stroke.
You know what? I'm okay for the brain damage. I'm at the point where, fuck it, the brain cells need to vacate the premises.
Yeah,
No.
look, by the time the show
Certainly.
starts, I've generally hit the brain equivalent of when you're trying to type something out on your phone and autocorrect is performing its role as a terribly, terribly inebriated interpreter desperate to be helpful, but also who has no idea what in the cinnamon toast fuck you're trying to type. So it's like, here are words. These are real words, not whatever the fuck you were trying to type in there. And then normally you'd go back and be like, no, these are the words I wanted. And at a certain point, it says, nah, fuck it. I'm now ham fist cream corn car.
Ah, yes, soft poor corn.
I feel like Squick, you just rattled off the name of one of the characters from an AI script that you
God,
prompted.
probably. All right. I'm going to go into the machine.
That was a fun little Flash game with a decent bop playing in the background. I'm not
And
gonna
I'm
lie.
going to attempt to write the word, but like big sloppy style with finger.
I don't know what's going on either.
Oh yeah,
While he's doing the thing, I do have a. Oh wow, sounds like somebody's dying over there.
Speaking of trying to write word with big sloppy ibebe, is there ink down at the bottom of the pen yet?
Find out.
That's a good question.
No, the phone helpfully interpreted with the following statement, direct from your translators at Apple. Adorable to desire men system dark beam to Sunoco failed sync chain.
What?
You just activated somebody's
Yes.
skill code.
Yes, there is.
Orange Monkey Eagle. Orange Monkey Eagle. That's the cancellation phrase.
The kill code has been activated. They are rapidly approaching your position.
I'm going to drink more water.
That's
hydrate the brain.
What else have you been drinking tonight, Squick? Because I get the impression it's not necessarily been the water.
I had a bottle of Sprite.
This is Sober Squick, everybody.
Along with just like the not even bad, just disappointing Chinese food, especially because I was like, I'm gonna be fancy and celebrate and not have to deal with anything, and I'm gonna order delivery food. And then I did.
And it was
expensive
and it was
and
disappointing.
fucking terrible. It was like the hotel eggs of fried rice.
Ew.
It had a texture, but the texture was not rice related.
That is one visceral level description. Like, I felt
It
that.
also had a meat product. It wasn't good.
Ah, excellent. It was not good.
So,
Tara, it also was not the gooba. What?
I have a question that I've been meaning to ask for quite some time.
Uh-oh.
No. It's actually a very innocent and on-topic question for what you are currently doing. So, the wet palette. I'm assuming that's what that
is
large
wet palette.
thing.
No, you're right. I have the same question. What does it taste like?
What? No. So, what are the virtues of using wet palette? What does it do for you?
It literally keeps your paint from drying out on the palette longer.
Yeah, that way you can enjoy it later.
How do you keep the paint from soaking into the squishy wet thing and
So-
becoming entirely useless?
There will be a visual prompt coming up for you in just a moment.
I am observing. I am prepared to learn. What is that on the wet palette as well?
That is parchment paper.
Parchment paper. Very well.
So parchment paper, for those of you that don't know, is similar to wax paper. This is literally kitchen parchment paper. This is a paper product that has a silicone coating on both sides.
Yeah, it's like wax paper, but it
Ooh.
doesn't turbo melt the moment you do something fucky.
Yeah.
Paper coated in dildo. Got it.
Yes, paper coated in dildos. So it doesn't immediately sog out, but it is, the water can osmose through it. So it keeps the paint moist without completely oversaturating it.
So how do you keep the... I'm assuming that you've got water in that thing.
Uh-huh.
If you're putting the parchment paper on, how does the water not just flow on top of the paper?
Because
Like,
this is a
what is the water
sponge.
contained in?
This is
Oh,
a
it's a-
sponge. So it's got this one. This is specifically a. This is the exemplar from Game Envy, and their new ones. I'm pointing out the brand on this one because the new ones actually
We cannot
have.
see the brand.
That's fine. It's like a Game Envy exemplar, boneless.
Wait, why are we boning exemplar?
It has bones? Normal ones have bones?
No, the boneless is Squick's bone.
Why do they have bones?
They don't.
Would you
They
let me
don't.
start
Why it's
throwing
boneless.
things at him?
Yeah,
I
did you
can
not read the
start throwing
sticker?
things at him if you'd like.
So, in any event,
It's a warning not to bone the moist.
so The Game Envy ones.
Normally,
and
you want it to be moist when you bone, though.
I got a replacement sponge on mine because I've had it for a few years. Their new ones are actually, basic kind of sponge material on top and then a nylon sponge in the bottom. And the nylon one holds more water, and it's also less likely to grow shit in it.
That actually answers the question I was about to ask, which
Now,
is,
the other question is, how do you keep the whole thing from drying out between using it? Why, this one actually has a lid that has a rubber gasket in it, but again, to keep a little bit of airflow going through it so it doesn't, grow mold, it has a hole up here, and depending on your environment, it comes with a plug for it that you can close it entirely, or open one side of it, or open both sides of it, or like in my case, just take it off.
So it's a sponge that you want to be perma-wet. You don't want it to dry out. That is novel to me.
You can let it dry out. That's not a problem. I just do this often enough that I typically don't let it dry out. I do rinse it out occasionally. Because otherwise it will get a little gross. But, you can let it dry out if you want to. It's just I'm painting every day.
That is reasonable.
So, if you're not, then just, let it dry out. It's not a problem.
Yep.
Some people like
let it dry out.
Had a bed dryer. Wait a minute. Some people like them. Some people don't like them. I like the fact that I can, use paint until I run out of it rather than use paint until it dries out.
So, admittedly, that is my biggest curse with using the plastic trays that mechs come in the force packs as paint holder cup things.
Now, here's the other thing. You can just make one of these with like a kitchen sponge and a piece of Tupperware.
You're a piece of Tupperware.
Well, yeah, I knew that. Now, for contrast, real quick, this is the other palette that I use for like dry brushing and stuff. This is a bathroom tile.
So it is.
So I can put whatever on there and then scrape it off or take it off with a cleaner or whatever, and it'll last forever. And then I guess you haven't seen this, but this is a poppet. I can put washes and speed paints in a poppet, and it's silicone, so it cleans super easy.
Yeah, again, that's why I use the things the mechs come in, the plasticky thing in the force packs.
Right.
Because that's where the washes go, because wash.
Yeah. But again, with this, like, it just stays there, and then when it dries out, you just pop it through, and it comes right out.
Yeah, fair
and
enough.
I have several of those.
Ghetto improvised versus actually competent.
Hey, whatever works for you is the thing you use.
What works is stubbornness, ignorance, and will and wishful thinking.
So,
yes.
Wait, we have to think now?
Is the pen working?
Yes, I showed it off.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was answering questions about pens.
I wrote,
have received some.
What did I write there? Orange something eagle.
Orange monkey eagle?
I wrote it right there.
You were supposed to write corn.
Well, I also wrote Sunoco because that was something that Squick said.
Ah. No, I apologize. Vectron got a message off to the email, and I'm trying to answer questions for him.
Email. Great.
Yes, that is an old Rooster Teeth reference. I appreciate the fact that someone does get that. But it was a reference that fit at that time because they were talking about command and kill phrases for sleeper agents.
I remember it now that you say that. God, it's been a long time since I watched Red vs. Blue.
I don't think that was Red vs. Blue that they did that in. I thought that was the podcast.
Oh, then I have no idea.
They were talking about...
I think I did see that. It was... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of those... No, I don't... we'd never know if any of us was a sleeper agent. We'd have some random code phrase like Orange Monkey Eagle.
As I remember, that was back when Gus was still there.
So, Para,
Yes. Hi.
time check.
Time check. There is a time.
I will cash it.
When
and
I was
use
so
my
broken
savings.
hearted.
Okay.
Okay.
That was all.
Well, I will probably finish up here in just a second. I just want to finish with this color first. Get a little bit of highlighting onto the blue here. Now, chat, I want everybody to know Iden and Red were here tonight because I have sent them a package, and it was supposed to arrive today, and then it got delayed until tomorrow, so they don't get to open it on air, but we will get their reactions when it does.
I will make sure that we do not open it until you are present and able to record it, because I am admittedly excited, folks, to handle Parallax's package.
On the internet.
Sure you are.
I mean, you could just use OBS for it and use the record function.
I mean, I could, but it would be more genuine and enjoyable if you were involved in the process.
Oh, so I get to be involved in you handling my package?
Yes. I mean, consent is important, don't you know?
I've heard. Dangly parts. Yes, perfect timing there, War.
Well, that's because it is midnight.
I mean, only for like 3 out of the 5 people here.
I mean, I have midnight at home.
Okay. I swear I'm going to stop here in just a second, but damn it, there are things, and they need paint, and
they need doing.
They do. Okay, so I'll stop there for now. This could probably use a little bit of a wash, but there's your Artorias.
Squick now turns into a kumquat, apparently.
Yes, the
now?
orange for shotguns.
A what now?
You heard me. That is a very nice looking.
Let's see if I can get the focus on that a little better.
This leads me to query, actually. Hang on a moment.
Focus. Focus a little bit more.
Hang on a minute. Okay, so Artorias does use his sword in his right arm.
There we go.
I had forgotten that Artorias is canonically a southpaw, because his broken arm... If I'm not mistaken, his broken arm was supposed to be the one that had the sword, and he used his shield in his right arm, but maybe I'm dumb.
What if he had sword shields on both arms?
That would be terrifying.
And on his legs, and then he breakdances, and everyone dies forever.
Yes, yes, they do.
So, Parrot, could you do me one favor and throw that email address up one more time?
One more time.
I wanna celebrate.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Why are we gonna get demonetized? Come on, stop.
Actually, you know what? They don't exist as a band anymore, so you're right.
Let's change the color of that font. What do you say? So you can actually see it.
Yeah, maybe. Orange.
Will it let me? No, I don't have an option for color.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Oh, no, there we go. I found it, everybody.
Aha!
Everyone can calm down.
Unlikely. I will calm up.
I don't think you know how to do calm, Squick.
It's rotational.
I do not think it's in your DNA.
Perhaps it is in my calendar?
Going to be a complete whore
There.
and do this.
Yes. Lady Red is also here to fulfill all of your shitpost needs in physical manner.
Bespoke shit posting is
No.
Do not shit on a post.
I mean, you do you, man.
No, especially with what she had just said.
What's wrong with bespoke shit posting?
No. She said something about, I'm going to be a whore, and then Parallax was on about getting all of your shit posting needs dealt with physically. And it's like, the phrasing.
Are we still doing phrasing?
Apparently.
Oh, dear. Let's see. Let's get. No, I'm doing the wash now. Everybody, leave me alone. So yeah, guys, we're probably going to call it here in just a second while I put the fucking wash on. But
dunk it.
I'm going to let Squick talk. Squick can tell us all about the end of the stream.
Every stream must come to an end, but due to the cyclic nature of time, we are left with but one question, and that is whether or not the rotisserie chicken machine is legally a machine gun in certain jurisdictions. After all, with the press of a single button, multiple
Yes, in
fires can be
California.
brought to life, one after another, rotating into eternity until the delicious poultry product is made available for a princely sum of $7.99 for Walmart shoppers, or perhaps $8.50 for those of you who are more Costco inclined. Of course, the additional cost must be absorbed, and that is the purpose of the hot dog, as it drags the net value of the entire chain kicking and screaming into the future against the best wishes of the ghosts powering it. From the tiny squares of arcane knowledge writ deep with symbolism from the past and left to power civilization modern, we have created the rituals that will produce more, that will ride them on into infinity, but we know not the greatest cost, not what each one of them can do, left unfettered and unchecked as we ride this reactor to the stars without simple knowledge of the interaction between them. We are but children playing with forces beyond our comprehension, or in many cases, ability to perceive. So it's not so much a question of why would you step in that bear trap, but why did that volcano erupt from one of your legs, which is not a question we are prepared to answer. It is an out of context problem. And the context here is
Subduction,
that,
though.
once again, of the universe collapsing upon itself structurally and strategically in forwarding of its own ends, its own momentum. It is the story that tells itself like a planet's geology. For every new volcano, every island, every subterranean layer, there must be a subduction zone where the earlier Earth is broken down and pulled back within, that the liquids might emerge fresh and boiling like the hot pocket pulled from the steaming kettle of terrible ideas. But then steamed hot dogs became popular as well, so who's to say what the future holds? Not when we have the ability to alter it to our whim. Not consciously, not as anything more than an individual effort, but certain individuals can, of course, produce an outsized effect as we return to money as the great lever. It is the wizardry power of the empire we have constructed. It is the blood of an entity that only exists in mind. It is the mimetic creature, the idea that lives in the idea of the creature that lives within the idea. A song told to itself through structure and civilization. In much the same way, the mitochondria cannot control the body but is integral to its functioning. No one of them gets to have a deciding vote or any vote at all, for they lack the context of the greater creature, but each of them individually produces something that no group of them could, and it is only by grouping these individuals that the larger items are able to function. A cell without a power supply is much like a telephone without a power supply. Either it's wired or tired, and there is very little in between, for we do not live in a world where the XOPC project came to full fruition and brought us technology where power efficiency was of such grace and paramount importance that a hand crank could keep your telephone running for days. No, as our incremental efficiencies grew, as we learned to shove more lightning into the fancy thin rock and force it to do math for us at incredible speed, we instead chose to make prettier colors, for our birds were insufficiently angry. But now we have angered the birds, and that is all that stands between us and the nature of oblivion. For if we consider the universe on the whole, not only the entropic nature as alluded to earlier, but in more of an a holistic sense, taken not simply for what it is, but what it could be, we are left with a number of interesting inconsistencies at the micro and macro level, where not only do we willingly accept several principles that fundamentally say, yeah, if you look too close at this thing, it stops working.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Squick with the entirety of the plot of the movie Sunshine. We'd like to thank you for being here tonight.
He also summed up Parasite Eve in the middle of that.
He did.
By the way.
He did.
It's the Energizer, Squick. It just keeps going.
I'm helping.
All right, everybody. On behalf of this group of functional individuals, I've been absolutely assured.
Potentially
assured. Thanks everybody for being here. Send your shit to us, art at wbpl76.com. Buy red shit. Commissions are currently closed because
they
booking.
will be open in July. I have spaces in July, August, and September, but I am booked up for June, yes.
Pay for her stuff. Buy a pen because it's pretty baller.
Thank you. Yes, much buy.
Much baller.
Many pen.
Much.
Do
also
some gas art and buy a rotisserie chicken so the hot dog doesn't unmake the universe.
Listen, guys, Vectron's already gotten to me, so who's next?
Also, the poll is still open. Not really, but it is about who does Parallax refer to as Daddy?
Hulk Hogan.
I would also like to remind everyone that you can
Danny DeVito.
If you damn it. If you liked any of the 3D models that you've seen from the shit that I've made, that's also available on my Cult store. The link for that.
Steve Buscemi, Danny DeVito, and Hulk Hogan.
3 men and a baby.
Walk into a bar.
3 men and a baby.
As the Sailor Scouts.
Moon!
Y'all are weird.
Says Volcano
Hulk Hogan.
And on that note, we're going to call it a night, everybody.
You're weird, sums it up. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.
May God bless us.